Hey guys, I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. We're going to be doing a technical analysis video on XRP. We're going to do a little update, so we're going to make it short and on to the point, but we're also going to talk about everything that is relevant. We're going to see if we can keep pushing up or if we're going to come back down. So I am actually on my starting screen for my stream, so we're going to quickly go back onto the main screen. As you can see, we're up 3.2% for the day. Very, very good. We're actually at 21 cents right now, almost at 22 cents. We've hit some of those high targets that we had in the past few videos. Now, if you guys have been watching the channel, you would know that we had these targets in this video right here. We had a little recap yesterday, and also in this video here 2 days ago it would be now, we actually had a little video and I said that we were going to move up potentially for XRP, and we were actually at around this area on the price action, holding above, firmly above the 10 simple moving average. So whoever did actually take some longs, a very, very good job on that. Good job on the guys that did do that. We broke through resistance, and we have actually been, we broke this area that we talked about in yesterday's video as well. So let's talk about that. We're going to get rid of everything on the screen. This was actually the stuff that we had on for the past few videos. So we're going to quickly recap, as we do in every single video, and get into the charts. So as I said, we've had a very nice move up from right here. We had a little 15% move up so far. Very, very nice. From down here that we had some orders laddered. If you guys have been following the channel for XRP, and if you guys have been in our group, you would know that we basically had some orders laddered down here at 17 cents. That's a 28% move so far. So very, very good. Now, I have been getting a little bit of hate, as I said in yesterday's video, for making XRP videos and for basically being bullish on XRP. But I did say that we thought that we were going to maybe move up in the market a little bit, and the bullish divergence was a very, very big factor right here, that we were going to move up. And as I made that video as soon as this confirmed, because I do like to get updates out for you guys. Now, looking at the money flow index, the money flow index hasn't been in the green and has just gone in the green. It hasn't been in the green for a very long time, which is a very, very nice thing, guys. We actually have momentum on the daily time frame coming to the upside again. We're going to concentrate on the high time frames again, but we're also going to go on a little bit of the lower time frames, such as the 4-hour and 12-hour. So having a look at this, very, very nice. We had some bullish divergence present on the RSI as well. So it was bound to pop, and we have our Stokes turning up. Very, very good. On that video that I made, got a lot of hate, got a few dislikes, and now we've moved up. So in yesterday's video, none of those guys were around, so it's good to see. Now seeing this, guys, we actually have the 55 EMA that we did break. Quickly before we do move on, for some reason YouTube, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, for some reason YouTube has disabled all my comments on all my videos. I'm not sure why that is. I have contacted them, so if you can't comment on this video, that's the reason. So let's go ahead and watch this. So in yesterday's update, I said that we were going to look for this area to break. So we did actually come above, and we broke the 55 EMA. This is a very, very good sign so far. But right now we have actually come down a little bit, but we are holding firmly above the 55 EMA or the 50 EMA on the 1 hour or on the 1 day time frame, sorry. But as you can see on this critical resistance area at 22 cents, which we had on the first video, which was a very relevant area we were going to watch, and that was at one of our first targets, we have actually stopped. So this area is very relevant, and there's a lot of confluence in this area. So if we can actually push past this area, it would be very, very good. If you can see right here, we have some wicks here. We can go back on the price action. You would see that we basically have a lot of confluence on this support area. That would basically be a touch, and in these areas as well. You get the point. So it's a very, very strong horizontal resistance now, which used to be support. So it's flipped as resistance. If we can flip this as support and maintain it as support on a daily basis, on a daily time frame basis, it would be very, very good for XRP. Now, everything does look like it's going to pull back a little bit after another push, and I do think that XRP is the same deal right now. But as I said, it's not going to be a big push. It doesn't look like it's going to be a big push. Now, it could be a huge fake out for XRP for Bitcoin as well. I made a Bitcoin video as well just then. So this is the second video of the day. So go ahead and check that out as well if you want. But it does look like they're going to give a little try up again before actually pulling back. And XRP does look like it's losing a lot of momentum here, holding firmly below this resistance that we need to hold above. So if we can get above that, obviously we're going to be looking at this area that we also talked about yesterday at the 23 cent mark, which also lines up perfectly with the 89 exponential moving average. So something to keep in mind, guys. Now let's get rid of everything. As you can see, these are the resistance areas, so they're right there on the screen for you. We are holding straight below it. So let's see what happens. It's going to be very good if we can push past above before this daily close, but we're going to be watching it very closely. It doesn't mean that the pump will be completely done unless it's a huge fake out. As we said, the mining ribbons on basically XRP or on Bitcoin have printed a buy signal, which basically means that the low has been set in. Usually it does mean the low has been setting. This has been like this every single time we have got a buy signal on the hash ribbons. Gold is moving, and so the New York Stock Exchange is moving, and so we have a lot of bullish sentiment around the market. So Bitcoin and cryptocurrency could start moving as well, and if it does start moving, XRP is going to start moving as well. So let's see if we can hold this support. If we do get a pullback, I'm going to be looking for us to still bounce from this area. So we've got some very good, nice support here. Even if we can hold above this area, it's going to be pretty good. So let's look at the lower time frames and see what we can notice here. What we can notice is we would have some support at the 20-cent mark. If we were to pull back that much, this would be a very relevant 12-hour support. As you can see, we have a nice wick here. If we go back on the price action, which we don't really need to go back too much because you guys, I usually do show you just so you guys know how you don't need to make trading hard. It could be very, very easy. So if you do go back on the price action, my internet isn't loading too well and I don't want to make this video too long, but if you do go back on the price action, you would see that we have some very, very nice support at the 20-cent mark, and we may get a bounce from there. We also have the 89 EMA, which we broke very nicely on the 12-hour time frame to act as support, and that would be at around 21 cents, 21.1. So let's see what happens here. It's going to be very, very interesting to see the next day of trading and the next 2-3 days of trading. Also, something I wanted to shine the light on is the 3-day time frame. We talked about the MACD cross getting confirmed, and now you can actually see that it has, and we are getting momentum to the upside. This is something to take note of, guys, because of the fact that we haven't got a bullish MACD cross for a very long time, and I don't take this lightly at all. So we want the momentum to come to the upside like this. If we can get it to the upside looking something like this, it's going to be very, very good. If we make it look like this, not very good. We're most likely going to pull back and come to the downside again. So let's watch it very closely. But as you can see, we actually had a bullish cross here, and we haven't got a bullish cross since this bearish cross that we got, and since we've been in this downtrend for a very long time. So let's see what we can do. The last bullish cross was actually in this area where we had a nice pump, and as you can see, it was a fake out to 30 cents, but I believe this was around the Swift time, so it was just a sell the news sort of deal, as we said in this channel, and a lot of people were longing it. So it's just good to stay smart and follow the right people, guys, and also follow your own technical analysis and believe in your own technical analysis, because in this market, there's a lot of people making bullish things and showing you fractals and things that will not play out in most cases, guys. So have some real targets and have some real analysis, and just try to make your decisions based on some good stuff. So as you can see, there's a lot of confluence in this support area that we could actually flip as support. If we can flip 20 cents as support, it's going to be very, very good. So something to keep in mind. Now let's look at some upper targets if we do break that. As I said, we're holding firmly below this resistance. We also talked about this area being an area of confluence because we have the 21 exponential moving average, which is the orange right here. And look at where we've stopped. We've stopped right at this resistance. And as you can see, it's pretty heavy resistance based on the 3-day time frame as well. Now going up, we're obviously going to be looking at this, but now I'm going to give you guys another one just in case we do break that. Obviously, I'm going to be updating you guys on the channel, but we only talked about these two resistances. So the next irrelevant resistance would be, okay, excuse me, I'll go quickly back onto the XRP chart because it just went away. So having a look at this, let's just go on the Bitfinex chart so we can, yeah, so having a look at this, we actually have this resistance right here, and it's very, very heavy resistance. Now, obviously this is at 25 cents, but this is, remember, if we break this area, then we're going to be going up. And this is going to be the next very, very relevant resistance. As you can see, there's a lot of confluence in this area. And what can you see? I always tell you guys to look for your moving averages to line up with your horizontal resistances, and this is exactly what you see here. You actually see the 50 EMA, which is a strong exponential moving average line up perfectly with the resistance line here at 25 cents. So if we do break this area, we're going to be coming up to this area, and this is an area you should be watching. Then we'll talk about the other targets. Now, what can you notice with the 50 MA? With the 50 MA, you can actually notice that we've been below it for a very long time, and we've stayed below it for a very long time. Actually, since about July of since about July of last year, we've stayed below this 50 MA, and we've been trading below this 50 MA. So if we can somehow break this 50 MA and flip it as support, as I said, it's going to be very, very good. But for now, we're going to be looking at so as you can see, we've actually, since we broke down from about 40 cents, we've been trading below this. So let's see how many days that is, guys. Like, that is a very long time. We've been trading below the 50 MA for about 185 days, guys. 185 days is a very, very long time that we've been trading below the 50 exponential moving average. So the market's starting to look a little bit good. We obviously don't have any point of reversals just yet, even on Bitcoin, as long as we take out some highs. But the high that we do want to take out now is 23 cents. We did take out this high at 21 cents, which was very good. But now if we want to really continue here, we're going to have to get rid of this high at 23 cents, then work our way up. If we do get rid of the high at 23 cents, I really do think that we're going to have very, very good potential to actually break this horizontal resistance at 23 cents. Now, as I said, if we do flip this to support, then we can work our way up to the 50 exponential moving average and possibly talk about that 40 cent mark and 50 cent mark after that, because we're going to have some good pumps at that area. We'll talk about that later on, guys. If we do start moving, don't get too excited. Take your profits if you're leverage based, or even put your stop losses in profit, and trade smart, guys. We've been absolutely killing it on this channel, so thank you guys for the support. I have actually reached 2,200 subscribers. I reached like 2,000 a few days ago only, so the support has been absolutely huge. The videos are getting 1,000, 2,000 views, so it's very, very good. So thank you guys for that. Also, I will continue to be making consistent videos. I've been making Bitcoin videos, XRP videos every single day, and we'll be making about 3 videos a day. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you guys taking the time to like the videos. It does help the channel out a lot. I do appreciate you guys subscribing as well. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell if you're already a subscriber, so you can get notifications when I do upload. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one.